Howdy Brewers, welcome back to another Brews and Bite update. We're down the brew shed today and we are brewing a Mexican style lager. Very excited for it. It's a brew that I've done several times. I'm changing it up this time. I'm not changing it up. I've done this once before. I've gone back to using the White Labs Mexican lager strain of yeast. Last time I did it, I brewed it with 3470. Got a really good result. But I think I got slightly cleaner results using the White Labs yeast. So I grabbed that from Hoppy Days in Brisbane. So yeah, this is pretty simple grain bill. It's majority Pilsner malt. In this instance, I'm actually using pale malt because I had some, and I think you can get a pretty good result using pale malt rather than Pilsner. We've got corn and then a little bit of carapils, just for head retention and a little bit of malt complexity. Motueka is the main hop we're using. I use that because I like the limey characteristics that you get. So obviously your Mexican cervezas are often known to stick a lime wedge down the throat of the bottle. So this kind of emulates that a little bit, is the hope. It's a beer I've brewed quite a few times for parties, and your non-craft lovers seem to really gravitate towards it. And then, like we've talked about earlier, even your craft lovers are now really gravitating towards lagers as well. So recipe will be up, and I'll keep you updated with the brew date. All mashed in, guys. Mashing at 65 degrees. Really nice and simple. Brewing on the Grainfather today. Yeah, we're about 30 minutes into the mash, so we'll start lautering in about 15 minutes. We're 30 minutes into the boil now. We've done our initial 60-minute addition of Magnum just for bittering. At 45 minutes, we're doing our yeast nutrient along with some Werflock just for clarity. And then after that, guys, 5 minutes to go, we're going to do 25 grams of Motueka. As I said, we're looking to get a little bit of bittering out of it, but also that real limey kind of flavour. And we have our primitive whirlpool going on right now. We'll do this for 10 minutes, and then we'll rip into a 10-minute stand. And we're transferring into the fermenter now. Really nice, clear work. Super stoked with that. Yeah, so really smooth brew day. I'm about to take a gravity sample, work out where we're at, but I'm expecting to be right on target. Again, we're hoping for that sessionable, 4.8 to 5.1% percent lager. Yeah, happy. Welcome back, brewers, and we are here for the tasting of the Mexican lager. Very excited about this one, guys. Just got back from a 5K run, and I'm absolutely hanging for a beer, hanging for a cold one, and I think this is really going to hit the spot. Yeah, guys, first thing I'll mention is the color on this. I'm not sure if it comes through there, but it's got great clarity, which is exactly what you're looking for in this style of beer. As I've said earlier in the video, I used the White Lab Mexican lager strain of yeast, and I've had great success with that. Last time I brewed this, I used 3470, and I didn't quite get as clean a results as that. Probably a process thing more than a yeast thing, but I've just got confidence in using that White Lab yeast for this style of beer. So yeah, on the nose, you're just picking up that nice yeast-driven sort of estery flavour that you'd expect in a lager. Pick up a little bit of corniness, a little bit of malt sweetness, I guess. Finished quite dry, so I think it was 004 or 003 from memory off the top of my head, and ended up at around that 5.1%, which is nice and sessionable. Maybe a touch of lime, but I think that's probably more because I know that I use Motueka. I don't think I'd probably pinpoint that if I wasn't actually knowing it. But just, yeah, smells really clean and nice. Let's dig in. Cheers, guys. Oh, goes down well. So yeah, like I was saying, I pick up a little bit of that corniness, which I think you want if you're not picking up that kind of little bit of malt complexity that you're getting from the corn, then there's probably not a whole lot of point using it. Get that really nice yeast-driven flavour that you'd expect from a lager yeast. Obviously there's not a whole lot to hide behind in this beer. It tastes really clean, really crisp. Maybe a smidge of liminess, which is, again, what I was trying to go for with the Motueka. I think it's definitely there. There's a backbone of bitterness, I guess you'd call it. It's not overly bitter. It's super drinkable, but it just balances out really well. Perfect summer beer, guys. If you're looking for something super crushable to brew, I reckon this will be right up your alley. I'll put a link in the comments or in the description for the Brewfather recipe. Like always, guys, we love sharing this stuff with you. We've got big plans to do some more food and beer stuff this year. So if you want to see more, like and subscribe. Get around this, guys. This isn't the first time I've tried it. I've actually been sort of drinking this over a few weeks, maybe a few weeks now. Paired this with quite a few foods, but I'll throw up a photo of the Cubanos that we did with the mojo pork. Absolutely delicious alongside this. So, cheers, guys.